And thank you for allowing me to interview you today. I just want to have your consent because you are being video recorded. Is that okay
Yes,
with you?
I'm okay with that.
Okay. So I'm interviewing you today to gather an occupational profile from you. And an occupational profile is basically something that an occupational therapist gathers to get as much background information on you, whether that be medical, your family, things that interest you, what your hopes and goals are for this treatment. So it's kind of like a background summary of your life and experiences, okay?
Got it.
So why specifically are you seeking occupational therapy services?
I just had labrum surgery about 2 weeks ago from playing football. And I struggle with, doing things around the house now with the surgery. So, and it ranges from, getting dressed in the morning to doing chores around the house to even driving. So, I want to see if you guys can help me out.
Okay.
With maybe helping me increase my range of motion in my arm.
Okay. So what are your specific concerns? Like dressing?
Yeah.
Just restate that.
Can't put my shirt on properly.
Right.
Usually my girlfriend helps with that. I can't grab some cups out of some of the cupboards, and driving's dangerous as it is. So I can't use both my arms because when I have to turn the wheel, I can't use this arm. So.
Okay. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
And obviously the surgery's on your right.
So it doesn't hurt to write that much.
Okay. Okay. So I would like to get, a little bit of background information on you, like your occupational history. So things that you enjoy doing before your surgery. Tell me a little bit about, your work, your, social life, your, what you do in your free time, where you feel like this surgery has now affected you.
Well, I like to go to the gym a lot, so now I put a, stop to that. I can't lift or run. I love playing football, even if it's throwing the football around my friends. Can't do that anymore. At my job, I work with a lot of juveniles and stuff at a treatment facility for delinquents. Can't really be on the floor as much because of my shoulder because of safety issues. So it's had a big impact on my life as far as not allowing me to do what I usually do on a regular basis.
Okay, and how did you obtain this injury?
It was during a game of football. I got pushed on my back and I landed, I think, like this on both arms. And I just heard I heard something snap. And it wasn't until like a few weeks later I got an MRI and it showed that it was torn.
Okay.
But
okay. So do you plan on playing football in the future? Did you play for college? What?
Well, it was my last year when I played, so it was okay. That it happened, at the end of the season. But in the future, I do plan on playing with my friends, in the backyard with my kid one day, So it's something that I would like to have my shoulder back to what was, but.
Okay. And just to clear it up for your job, what exactly do you do? You said you work with juveniles. What do you do where you feel like this is going to affect
I work with
you?
at-risk kids at a group home, so if there's ever any issues between the juveniles or with the staff, or if there's an AWOL, I have to, provide safety at all times, especially if there's some type of physical aggression between the kids. I have to jump in there and escort, restrain them, and me having the surgery now, it scares me because I want to make sure I can be able to do my job and making sure every kid's safe, and especially with the staff I work with as well.
Right.
So it's really important that not only get my range of motion, but my strength back as well.
Okay.
In the long run.
Yeah, definitely. Are there things at home or in general that you feel comfortable doing now? I mean, I know your surgery was only 2 weeks ago. Are there things that you feel like you still can do at home?
I could write better now. If you give me like a clipboard or something, I could write.
Okay. So you have a little bit of movement there.
Yeah, I could eat, stuff like that. Use the restroom, whatever.
How about showering? Can you shower yet, or are you like?
I still need to I need to grab something with my hand and have it holding up so I could wash my armpit and stuff. But
okay, so you can't.
No, I can't fully go up.
Okay.
By myself for long periods of time. That still hurts, but just very passive lifestyle right now.
Yeah.
Can't do anything aggressive or routine-wise that I would always do. So it's definitely affected my life.
Okay. All right. So I guess some barriers. I guess we kind of stated this earlier, but you mentioned obviously you can't drive right now.
I'm advised not to.
Right.
Right.
Let's not do that.
Okay.
Anything else?
Sleeping.
Oh yeah, how do you deal with sleeping? How do you sleep now?
Luckily for me, I sleep on my back, but let's say I want to turn or something, I can't sleep on my right side anymore. So.
Okay, so it's definitely affecting your sleep schedule.
But I mean,
do you
I like to sleep with one arm up too when I'm on my back, so now I can't do that. If I'm tossing and turning at night, it wakes me up from the sharp pain.
Do you sleep on a bed or do you sleep on a recliner right now?
I was sleeping on a recliner, but I try to sleep on a bed when I can, just because it's a recliner.
Okay.
But when I'm on a recliner, it's okay. I'm wearing this thing, so I can't move around. But the doctor says I could slowly start going back to sleeping in a bed. So without this.
Okay. I think one thing I'd like to mention too is obviously you've been pretty sedentary the past 2 weeks, correct?
Yeah.
You've had to kind of
just sit there.
Yeah. Keep as little motion with this as possible. How has that affected you mentally? Are you dealing with it well? Is it, are you getting a little restless? How do you feel through this process?
A little annoyed, but this is my second surgery. I had one on my knee a few years ago, and I know the key is just rest and time. And then when I'm, when rehab comes around, take that serious, but just, you have to rest it and give it time to heal. It's not an overnight thing, so I've mentally prepared myself ready for this journey, so I'm not too bothered by it, just bothered by not being able to dress and do things on my own, drive and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good attitude for you to have, how you've been.
Comes with playing for so long. I've played for 12 years, and I know what it means to get hurt, get arrested a few times,
One of my last questions, I have a few more, but what have been your supporting environmental contexts? What has helped you aside from you?
Definitely, they've given me a leave of absence at work until I feel better.
Okay.
They've also told me when I get back on the floor that I'll be in the control room, away from the population for a while. Contacting my school, and they've let me miss class without any penalty, and I have classmates who just bring me to work so I can do it.
Are you in undergraduate,
graduate school right now?
Okay.
And I have a girlfriend who's also helping me throughout my regular routine at home, just with food, and company and stuff like that. So she helps me out with everything.
Do you is anything inhibiting you? Day to day, do you find anything at home or in your environment that makes it harder for you to do things? Is your house set up okay for you to easily get things?
Just the fact that I have a recliner, I can just sleep on that throughout the day. Makes the day go by quicker, but
Do you live with anyone?
I live with 2 roommates. It was second floor, but going up the stairs isn't a problem. Just being able to shower is just the toughest part of my day when I'm at home and getting dressed. But besides that, no complaints here.
Okay. So, ideally, what are your desired targeted outcomes? You know, whether it's in life, sports, work, like what are your hopes for your shoulder and for your life?
That I could have a full range again soon. Go back to working out. Being able to just run, be outside, do things. And just that's pretty much it. Just going back to my regular lifestyle.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate you
Thank
taking
you.
the time